Hello, hello, hello. Oh, 1 second. I gotta notify everyone. I'll be back in a second. Hello, 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 hello. Hopefully I unmuted myself. There we go. Grab the BabyBelt. Get our BabyBelt over here. Look at that. We got the BabyBelt. The BabyBelt. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. We're running low on stuff. There ain't much left. There ain't much left. There's nothing left. There's nothing left. Ah, still echoes. Echo, 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 echo. Index day tomorrow. Why was tomorrow index day? Oh, is that when they're trying again? Hopefully the system doesn't crash horribly. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? I'm throwing out so many prints right now. I'm going through and it's like, oh, what's that for? Oh, that's garbage? Okay, that's garbage. Do I need that? Nope. I forgot to film something for the video. I gotta film something. We'll do it later. How y'all doing today? How are you all doing today? We are BeltPRO GitHub. We are getting near the end of this. We are getting very close to the end of this. I might change my plans. I up until like 20 minutes ago, I was like, yeah, we're gonna do Marlin on it. And now I'm kind of like, maybe I should do Clipper, because like, I have a whole bunch of Raspberry Pi 3B pluses floating around. So I've got in mind to just say F it and put Clipper on it. We might be clipperizing this, I think. I might just be clippering it, just because I know we'll probably have a better time with Clipper than with Marlin in terms of like updating and modifying stuff. We'll see. We'll see. I have the Raspberry Pi here. I've got like 3 or 4 Raspberry Pi 3B pluses floating around. So the kit doesn't come with the Raspberry Pi, but I have a bunch of them, and I'm so used to Clipper. Going back to Marlin, like I don't have any of the stuff installed on this computer for setting Marlin up. I'm just realizing. I don't know. Rexit said I support this decision, so I support Rexit. Okay. How y'all doing today? How are you all doing today? It is Tuesday, and if all goes well, this will be the last of the BabyBelt build series. We have it built. Mechanically, it is pretty much built. We have a little bit of wiring to finish up because all this needs to go somewhere. Wow, it is really hot in the garage. It is hot again. I got the AC cranking. It is sucking so much humidity out of the air, which is good. Having a bunch of printers printing up until before I went live probably doesn't help. I have 0 data how to do Y offset on Marlin. Yeah, I'm realizing with the amount of calibration I'm gonna have to do, it might be better to just say F it and go Clipper, because Clipper is a lot easier to adjust stuff on the fly as we adjust stuff. So we'll probably go clipper. So we will, I guess, just get right into it, dive right into it. So welcome to the stream, welcome to the show. If you're new here, make sure you like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed. And every stream we do give away a spool of Polymaker filament, so enter for your chance for that. Link in the video description below. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe. And if you do want to help support the channel, content create things I do, consider becoming a channel member, Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. So this is part 3 of the Baby Belt build series. As you can see, we are pretty far along with this thing. There really isn't much left to do. I mean, there still is stuff to do, but I don't think there's that much to do. Because like we did all that. I think we got down to, we did all that, we did all that, we did all that, we did all that. We fixed our motors, so yeah, we're like wiring time. LDO tool head, run the wires through there. Okay, so let's put wires together, I guess. Let's start making this look good. I should probably look for a picture of this with all the wires to see how the wire routing is done. Also, we have to install a bed still. So we do still have stuff to do. BabyBeltPRO. So how is the wires run? So it looks like, okay, so the motor wires do their own thing. So the motor wires are their own thing. So these kind of just do their own thing, it looks like. They just kind of do their own thing, I guess. Okay. That's kind of, I mean, okay. They just kind of do their own thing. That one we can do though. We can wrap that. So let's wrap that. Let's wrap that. So we got that. Forward to a Marlin setup versus yes, another clipper build. The thing is, like, I haven't done Marlin in so long. I'm like, how do I, like, I don't even know how like Marlin even works anymore. It has been so long since I played with Marlin. It's like, I kind of don't want to, I don't know. The motor wires will reach the hole if you run them pretty. Well, because what I was thinking is run this up here and basically do like, the problem is, will these fit through here? Will these fit through here? Okay, they do fit through there. What I was probably gonna do is go route this to this and then tie it all in. Because then, yeah, I'll probably do that. So I'll route a little bit extra slack and then that into there. So that, and then that into there. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. It is so hot. I love the power glove. It's so bad. So what is everyone up to today? What is new and exciting in the world of 3D printing today? What has everyone been up to? What is all good in the proverbial hood? What is this little toy? It's a wire sleeve guide. It's for splitting the wire sleeve open. You're supposed to run the wires through it, but I don't feel like. Actually, will this one fit through? Maybe. You're supposed to be able to like fit the wires through, but this one's a bit of butt, so I can't really. Why? What'd you think it was? Trying Pet CF for the first. Pet CF is pretty nice. I've printed with it a couple times. It is a nice material. Okay, so right about there, and now we'll start feeding these in too. Did not know this existed. What, this tool? Oh, well, now you know. Like, this tool isn't the best for this kind of use case, I'll be honest. But it's one of those, better than doing it by hand with your fingies type tool. Just realizing these motors aren't labeled shite. Okay, this is, which motor is this? Is this the up, is this Y? Where's pen? 1. This one will be 2. So this is 1, and that's 2. X is bottom. Okay. But is it going to give it to you? That's what I want to know. Will it give it to you? There we go. What are you hitting? Oh, it's hitting the... Yeah, so it only can go between here and there. Okay. So how am I going to attach that to that, and then that can go into there? Just jam it in. There we go. Some zip ties. Go. So that's gonna be the farthest away. There we go. All the wires. So right about there. Like the smash button. Yes, everyone, do what the person says. Like the smash button, ring the bell. Do the la la la. There we go. Do the la la la. There we go. I'll do one on here too, just to... By the way, you guys can't hear it, I don't think, because I think my noise canceling is really working real good today. It's working overtime. My neighbor is getting their driveway raised, if you know what that is, where they drill a bunch of holes in your concrete and then they pump like concrete or foam under it to raise the driveway up because it's sunk. My neighbor is doing that. You can't hear it. I can hear it. It sucks. It really sucks. There we go. Wow, that looks so clean now. Look how clean that looks. I'm gonna fix this camera aim it up a little bit. There we go. Yeah, that. Whoop, go up here. Yeah. Look how clean that looks now. I mean, it's not clean inside. We got to fix a lot of the internal wiring. So I think we're onto that now. So we've routed the wires in. So we've done that. That's all pretty. Move the gantry on both the X and the Y axis. Should be smooth. We got to put those screws in. We've done that. We've done that. Tighten that. Oh, we gotta loosen or tighten those? Well, I mean, so I think we just gotta, it's like, just crack them and then tighten them again, just to make sure nothing is bound up in there. Any word on my... I have no comment. I think I'll probably be getting the production batch. I don't think I'll be getting an FE kit from Bondtech specifically. Put the boat and tube in the extruder. Gantry and frame are now assembly. So the heated bed is completely optional. This step may vary depending on how the bed is sourced. 3 options be listed. No bed, LDO kit, Fabrico kit. So we got the LDO heated bed. Okay. So I need that part. Please tell me I printed that part. Please tell me I printed that part. Please tell me I printed the bed part. I got a feeling I didn't. Let's get this out of the way. I did not print that part, I don't think. Okay, well, we're gonna get this printing right now because I think I have a printer with green. I can do this right now. No, of course you're both loaded with stuff. Home, filament, unload. I mean, we gotta print a bunch of stuff anyways. Shoot. What is with me and not having stuff printed for streams? What is going on? What is going on? I mean, on the bright side, I don't have to preheat the printers, but it's so flippin' hot. that the chambers are already pretty much at temperature. So we got that going for us, which is nice, I guess. Yes, LDO. Download. Uh, 40 cement ASA. Do 3 walls, 5 top, 5 bottom, filament, advanced. There we go. Tomorrow's something coming out. Check the Discord. What am I checking the Discord? BabyBeltPRO. Use this one. Oh. Not for bed. I think I saw the not for bed, and that threw me off. I think that's what threw me off. Was I saw the not for bed, and I didn't print it. I had grid infill selected. Oh no. Well, it defaults to grid. It's not a huge deal, infill. Some gearoid. I mean, we got to wire everything up still and install Raspberry Pi, so it's not a big deal. But yes, that is correct. Yep. Or there we go. 3 hours, damn it, so it's not going to finish on stream. Son of a poop. And I need support too? What the heck? What the heckle? Okay, that won't. What is this? Why don't you have the proper counterthink thingies? Designed for FDM manufacturing. All right, whatever. Send to connect. Core 1, 2. Confirm. Call for rain. Dude, it is so stupidly hot out right now. It's insane. It is insane. I mean, to be fair, I don't think we can install the bed till we install the wiring. So we got to do all the wiring still. So let's see. Do we have to put the bed together? Oh, we got to... There is no magnet. Peel the sticker off. Like, there is no magnet to install. Also, where's the thermistor? Do I gotta screw in the thermistor? Yes, I do. That's why I gotta use this one, because it needs the clearance hole for the... Sure, the ventilation grill is closed. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. There we go. There we go. Okay. Is this for the bed? Yeah, that's the bed. So... Oh, this is the one they screwed up. Yes, this is the one they screwed up. Okay, so I got to replace the fittings on these because these are both female. So I got to put males on this end. That's what it is. They warned me that there was one thing I had to swap out. And it was this. Because I have such an early kit. The kit shipped like this. I believe the very early kits, like this one, do have the same issue that I have right here. So... essentially, they accidentally put... male microfits on, or female microfits on both ends. So you just have to put males on. Which isn't super hard. If you have the, if you already have the bits though, that's the thing. If you don't have the bits, then yeah. Need a lesbian coupling. Is it a scissor connector? Is that what I need? It's a scissor splice, right? Actually, shit, I probably shouldn't be talking like that. There might be kids here. Ooh. There we go. So if you go on there like that, I'm assuming, well, it's a bed, so it doesn't really matter, but I mean, it's a heater. I just want to go in your... Wait, did they do this completely backwards? Did I do this the wrong way? Did I do this the wrong way? Yes, okay. I cut off the wrong end. I cut off the wrong end. Damn it. Okay, I gotta waste more fittings. Dang it. This is what's wrong. This end's wrong, not this end. I just had to put this on. Because it's the male, it's the females that go, it's the male that goes into this end, and female goes in the other end. Yeah. Yeah. .6. Yeah, it's 2.6. Luckily, years ago, we're talking like Voron 2.1 days, I went on AliExpress and I bought an absolute boatload amount of Microfit 3 connectors, like knockoff Microfit 3 connectors, and I've been using them since. And I'm like starting to finally kind of maybe sort of get close to running out of certain sizes. But luckily, every now and then we build a kit that comes with a bunch of fittings and I have extras that I can restock with. So far it's been pretty good. Where is everyone? Is the drop off in viewership, like, is summer? I normally take a dip in viewers during the summer, but past 2 weeks have been a real big dip in viewers. Normally we're like plus 200, and like the past 2 weeks of streams we're like 150 if we're lucky. Grant, oh, is Grant building right now? Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it. You're all watching Grant. Grant, this is my time slot, Grant. This is my time slot. Stay off the west side. Like, where is everyone? They're all watching. Traitors. They're traitors. If you're watching Grant right now, you're a traitor. Curse you, bear. Wiring. Okay. So let's wire stuff up. So at least I can like plug in where the bed goes, at least. So let's see. I think I can cheat this a bit. So if we take this out, so if we loosen this, and then I think if we loosen this, I think I can I pivot this? I think I can pivot this. Take that. Get my electric screwdriver. 2.5. Who is Grant? Should I be watching him instead? No, no, no. Yeah, I know Grant's doing an Index Founders Edition kit. So I think, does this pivot? No, it doesn't pivot. It does not pivot. Okay, so, oh, it pivots on, oh, okay, it pivots on the wrong one. I was hoping I could pivot it out. I mean, I could just take it out. I'll just take it out, F it. Just so we have a bit more room to work on it. My voice is way smoother. It's the buttery, lucid tones of, I don't know. You know what really sucks right now? I've been doing my morning walks in the morning. That's what makes them a morning walk. And I'm finally at pace now. I'm at the pace where I want to be for like how fast I'm walking, which is about 9 minutes per kilometer is my like marching pace I like right now. And it's going pretty good so far. The problem is it's hot as shit now. So I'm at the point where it's like I have to walk in the afternoon because I have to wait for I can't leave the little guy home alone at 8 years old to go for a walk, and he can't keep up with me walking. So I have to wait till my wife gets home, and it's like I hate walking in the afternoon. Okay, so this screen goes there, but there's no mention of which way it goes. So I'm assuming the fact that it's a block of 4 and it's a 1, I'm assuming it's block of 4 and the 1 in this order. That's kind of all I can think of for the proper way to wire that up, and I hope that's correct, because there really is no other way of that being that. So let's shoot under here. Screen is different for Clipper. Oh, how do you do the screens for Clipper? Does this plug in differently for Clipper? Does the screen plug in differently for Clipper? Where does it plug in for Clipper? If we're doing Clipper, because you know what, I am going to do Clipper. So let me actually put the Raspberry Pi in if we're going to do Clipper. So that goes there. So I got to cut that out. Where is my little? Nah. For wiring, you just need to use the EXP cables that come with the screen and connect from EXP1 on the Victory Tech SCSR to XP3. Okay, so just one XP screen. So I just need one of these for Clipper. So this goes here, I'm assuming. Which one is 3? I can't see if which one of these is 3. Okay, do any of these pictures show which one? No. I don't want to take it apart to have to look at the screen. Two. I'm assuming this is 3. I'm assuming that one's 3. I'm assuming that one's 3. I'm assuming 1, 2. That looks like the bottom of a 3. Because there's the X. There's, yeah, so that's 3. So 3. There we go. There we go. Okay, so extruder is E, and that plugs into the last one. Which one is Z? That's Z. So that's Z. So Z is the one in the Mahdi, and Z goes to there. Okay. And then Y is the top one, X is the bottom one. So this is Y. Okay. Which is 1. So Y is 1. That means this one is this one. There we go. Okay. We got to install the Pi, so for that, can't remember where I got this stupid little flat blade at. I think it came with like the Carvera, to be honest. But it's super handy for cutting out little stuff like that. And then put my deburring tool. I don't know where my deburring tool went. Yeah, whatever. Don't really need it. I do want it. Deburring tool. I don't know where my deburring tool went. Oh well, no biggie. Looks like only 2 holes line up for it. And only 2 of those holes line up. 2.56. Hey Raymond, how you doing? So I'm trying to figure out how we're going to get power to the Pi. A buck converter to power it. Do I need a buck converter to power it, or is there 5 volts I can grab off the SKR to power it? Do I need a buck converter to power a Pi 3B? What is this? SKR. What is this controller? Big Tree Tech SKR Mini E3. SKR Mini E3. Oh, it's too weak for the E3? Okay, so I'm gonna need a buck converter to power this thing. Do I have a buck converter to power this thing? That is a very good question. Do I have a 5-volt buck converter? I could just run a cable outside. I could do that. I'd rather not. I could do a Pi 02. But I want the USB ports and the Ethernet. Because I don't know. The reason also I'm doing the Raspberry Pi is in case we try and hook it up to like something funny with like the API with YouTube, so it prints your name if you super chat or whatever. I think that would be easier to do with the Raspberry Pi than with Marlin. Let me run downstairs and get a buck converter. Yeah, I should have a buck somewhere. I should have a buck converter somewhere. 1 second. Let me check. What do I have down here? I should have something. Nope. I know I have a 5-volt power supply somewhere. The question is, where? Or am I just going to have to buy one? I know I have a 5-volt somewhere. I know I have a 5-volt somewhere. Ow, my knees. My knees. My legs. My legs. 5-volt buck converter, where are you? 5-volt buck converter, where are you? I know I saw you recently. I know you exist. I saw you recently. 5-volt buck converter, where are you? 5-volt buck converter, where are you? I saw it recently. I know I have it. I just don't know where. I don't know where. I don't know where my 5-volt buck converter is. Where are you? Shoot. I mean, no, that's Maine. Oh, no. No, it is Maine's. There we go. There we go. 12 or 24 to 5-volt. Or, yeah, 5-volt 3 amp. Where am I going to mount you in here? Where am I going to mount you? I'm going to cut this tab out and just VHB it down right here. Cut this tab out. Can't buy much for a buck. I'd buy that for $1. Nope. There we go. See Discord again. Yeah, mine's bigger than this, so I'm just gonna mount it right there and then just make a little jumper wire. Yes, okay. Yes, okay. Oliver 3D gifted some community memberships. Cheers and appreciate. Gifted 1 community membership. Best way to support the channel, content I create, and the things I do is to be like Oliver and gift memberships. That way other people get to hang out when we do fun member stuff and all that jazz. It's such a good time. Always a good time. So, just gonna go right here. It's gonna be really annoying because that is right there. Like the SD card is right there. Can I get the SD card out? Oh, that is gonna be annoying. I'm hoping that's already flashed. I have no idea if it's flashed already. We'll find out in a second. I'm hoping it's flashed. I'm hoping it's flashed. It should be flashed. We'll find out in a second. A little bit of VHB tape. Everyone likes VHB tape. I mean, worst case, I just unscrew the pie to get at it, so it's not a huge deal. Tweezers. Yeah, I saw yours, or actually, shit. It does fit there. No, it doesn't. I can mount it on these screws. It does actually fit. The problem is screwing it in is at the bottom, which would be an absolute nightmare. Like having to screw it in, like, 'cause it'd be mounted face down like this. So trying to screw it in, but it would fit there. It would fit there. It would fit, like, actually. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It does. It does. It does fit like that. Let's do that. So I need to draw off from this. I need 24 volts off this. So how am I going to get 24 volts off that? Let's jump in another cable. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, so I'm going to have to put some heat sets in here, which sucks. I'm going to have to get heat sets in here so I can mount this like that. So let's get my crappy heat set iron set up here so I can manually put some heat sets in there. And then we shall make this work. We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. Make it work. Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll just attach everything to this and then mount it. And just hope I don't have to take it out anytime soon. So. Doing it live. Exactly. We are doing it live. Are you? Did you die on me? I hate putting heat set in sideways. Okay, 1. 2. There we go. There we go. Get some screws and 3/8. Just make sure this does line up and we can screw it in. Da-da-da. So I just want to make sure this actually does fit in here before I actually go ahead and start wiring it up. Okay, 1. It's not the right spacing. It's... I mean, it's not perfect because it does rub on the top here, but it is. I mean, good enough. It'll work. It'll work. Okay. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. It'll work. So first things first, I need to find a USB-B cable that I can shred. So we need a micro USB-B cable that I can chop up. Oh, hey, here's one right here. Okay, that plugs in there. There's our power. So make sure I don't shred a good one. Yeah, this is a short, shitty one. Okay, so about there. There we go. Don't need the white, don't need the red. Wow, these are thin wires. I don't like how thin these wires are. Oh well. I mean, they're USB wires, so it should be okay. Oh my god, these wires are so thin. Ugh. Well, hopefully they're okay. No random numbers at the end. That's usually how if somebody leaves a comment or a message and I see their YouTube name and it has a bunch of random letters or numbers at the end, I either assume it's a bot or somebody who hasn't figured out how to change the name of their YouTube account. So it's kind of like a litmus test of, should I even bother responding, essentially, for me. Good. Okay. Okay, so there's that. So that's good there, and then that just plugs in like that. So that's plugged in there for power. So now we need to get higher voltage to that. So for that, I need some beefier wires. I don't know what you're from, but you'll work. 2 tool head. That works. What is this from? Is this from stuff I need? Jabberwocky kit. Yeah, I can steal stuff from this. Savagely expelled from what? Did I get the replacement parts? Yep. Yeah, they were printed by this morning. Well, actually, they weren't printed by this morning because both my Prusa Core 1s aired out last night due to temperature. They overheated last night. It was so hot in my garage with the AC off, they actually like tripped the overheat. Which, not good. So how do I tie this into here? So I have 2 options. I have 2 options here. I might do the lazy option. We'll see in a second. Oh no, I think I stole all my flatheads. We might do the lazy option. We'll see. Which is just use connectors. Yeah, I could just do, because yeah, I have 2 ideas. I either cut these off, cut these in, twist them together, and have a bigger connector that goes into there. But that would be a bitch because of how thick these wires are. So what we'll probably end up using is some premium Wagyu connectors. Lego my Wago. Shit, which one was positive, which one was negative? See, at least put on here too which one's positive and which one's negative, guys. Label the positive and the negative, please. Please. Hey, reprinted. Okay, so I will do that. Yeah, it's labeled on the other side of the board. The problem is the board's already mounted in the printer. So that's that. Always give them a tug too after you put them in. Always give them a little bit of a tug just to make sure that you are properly locked in. Last thing you want to do is assume your wires are nice and tight in there and then find out they're not. So there we go. So let's see here. Let's see here. Alright, ground is on the outside. So black on the outside, red on the inside. Self-sourcing, check the import tax for electronics. Should be available. Oh, yeah. Vorons are designed that you can build them entirely with globally sourced components. So that means you shouldn't, like, you can build a Voron without having to purchase a kit. You can entirely self-source a Voron. The problem is, depending on where you live in the world, and taxes and duties, especially with tariffs right now because of current global events, it might be a little pricey in some regions, but that's kind of outside of our hands and our control. So it do be what it do be doing though. Okay, one screw. Really, you're not gonna... There we go. Am I supposed to spend those? I don't know, but I did. Oh man, how? Okay, so plug this motor back in. Okay, and now. Oh, this is tight. Toit like a toigo. There we go. $2,500 on V0. Damn, I know Brazil kind of sucks with a lot of, like, I know consoles are, computer stuff is expensive in Brazil. Like, I know Brazil is, they have crazy tariffs on stuff. I know that. But fortunately, there's not much we can do about it. There we go. Okay. And now we plug in our USB power. There we go. So the reason you want to plug in, so there's a couple different ways of thinking about this. When it comes to powering a Raspberry Pi, you can just plug it in via the pins for 5-volt and ground, and then it's powered. But I think on the older Pis, so the 3, maybe the 4, there's no protection when you do that. I think the 5s, they finally have protection for it. So essentially, the easiest way to do it is just grab an old USB-B cable, cut it, and just power it via USB 5 volt. And then you won't have to worry about it. Okay, so now that is that. I am going to tighten these up right here because there is enough stuff already in here. I'm just gonna lash this down for now. Oh, can't do that one anymore. There we go. I should have put that in there, oh well. So at least get this stuff lashed down. Okay. HEO, I'm assuming that's heater. Hot end heater. Because we have HEO, PCF, thermistor, and hot end fan. So this one I'm assuming goes to the second one, which is hot end. So that's the second one. So this is our bed heater. So these are heaters, so they don't, the positive and negative doesn't matter. So this is for the bed, right? Bed, yep. Okay. And make sure you open them up enough before you put it in. Because sometimes, if you don't know how these work, they essentially, let me pull up some high-tech CAD software here so I can properly demonstrate. So, this is your connector, okay? And you have your little screw terminal up top here. And then you have the, like, a clamp, okay? So, as you tighten the screw, this moves up and it locks your cable into position. The thing is, a lot of times they start up here, so as you unscrew it, it comes down. But if you don't unscrew it enough, you can put your cable in underneath. I've seen it before where somebody unscrewed it, cable went in underneath, and they just tightened it up till it was tight, and they never did the tug test, and they moved on with their life because there was like enough random shit that just kind of hold it in position, but it wasn't actually connected, and it sparked out. So you really want to make sure you screw this down enough so that when you put your wire in and then you tighten it, it actually clamps the wire. You need to make sure of that because it is surprisingly easy to screw that up. Want to keep all the wires, you can use UART to connect the Pi to the board. Oh, that's probably what we'll end up doing. Although for now, I might just, because what is this? It's a micro. Good thing I cut my short USB cable. I might have a little short USB cable for now. We might just do this. Good God, that's gonna look tacky. That'll look tacky. Well, we probably will UART it. I'll have to make a UART jumper cable for that. Okay, there's that, there's that. Part fan. So part cooling fan is the second one. Right? I have fan 2 and fan 0. Okay, fan. Why don't you? What? This doesn't want to click in. There we go. Okay, got that one. Bed thermistor. Okay, so hot end fan. Where's hot end fan go? Part fan, hot end fan is up here. Wow, these. Why do these feel so tight? There we go. Thermistor for hot end is all the way at the end here. There we go. And then this one plugs into there, but I mean, I can plug it in for now. Just so it is all connected. There we go. That is everything wired up. So now we do a little bit of cheeky cable management. Make this not look like Dookie. Smuggling? Yeah. I mean, for a while there, I was thinking of setting up crazy Canucks 3D printer, like with, you know, the current laws going on in the States with 3D printing. I might be, you know, when the winds of winter hit and the lake freezes over, I might be doing a little shuttling across the border, do a little, you know, old school rum running. What's the worst that can happen, right? I mean, what's the offense for violating federal law in the US, right? As a non-US citizen, what's the worst that can happen, right? Do I have a special slicer to run a belt printer? Yeah, you do need to use not all slicers support belt printing. So obviously you do need to use a slicer that supports belt printing. I do believe the nightly build of Orca Slicer supports belt printing, so we might give that a try. We might give the nightly build of Orca Slicer a try. See how that goes. There's also sorry, it's just Kirimoto, is that the one? Straight to jail. Just do not pass go, go straight to jail. And there we go. So now we need to make a UART cable. We need to make a UART jumper cable. SKR Mini E3. B3. Where is the UART? It's been a while since I've had to make a UART cable. Firmware, download manual. TFT has it. There's TX, RX, ground 5 volt. So TX, RX, ground 5 volt. I think you still need to use the ground in the 5 volt for UART, or is it just the ground? I don't think I need the 5 volt. I don't think I need the 5 volt. It's been a hot minute, so just correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you need the 5 volt when doing UART. Right? Ground TX RX, yeah. Okay. That won't work. Try to find some cables I can steal instead of having to wire up something. Do I have some pre-made cables I can steal? Save a little bit of time. Usually I just use old motor cables for this kind of stuff. That works. You'll work. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah, you gotta cross your TX and RX. So TX to RX, RX to TX. And you will always screw it up. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many times you've done it. You will always screw it up the first time. It's a fact of life. Everyone always screws it up the first time. So what is it? Because there's TX1, RX1, and then TX2, RX2. So I think as long as we use RX2, I don't think they're connected. They shouldn't be connected because there's TX and RX in here, but we're using that for the screen. So we should be okay, I think. So. I'm just trying to move the pins around so that I can use certain colors for, like, use black for ground. Come on, pop out. There we go. So, TX, RX, ground. So that'll go that way. There we go. There we go. Okay. There you go. Okay. So that's that. So now we got to find raspberry. Can't spell. So it's 8 and 10. So skip the first two. Ground, TX, RX. Okay. So make that about that long. Cut it there. Yeah, well, is there a TX or an RX0 on this? Like, are there any other... Like, is there a TX0? Like, there's... Okay, motor UART. So, is there a TX0 on here somewhere? So, I have TX1, RX1 here. TX2 and RX2 here. I don't see a TX0 or an RX0. So I think there's only 2 UARTs. Yeah, I think there's only 2 UARTs. IO, these are just PDs. Reset, NeoPixel. The NeoPixel is, yeah, power, ground, probe. Yeah, okay, so it's TX2. Okay. Read the docs. I am looking at the docs. Like, we are looking at the docs. Yeah, it's your TFT, NeoPixel, Z probe, LCD. That's just not labeled. Yeah. So I'll just use, like, we have a guide for this on the, well, where on the repo? Where on the BabyBelt repo is it? Documentation. Link it in the Discord if there's something specific I should be looking at, but I'm just going to do TX2 RX2 for now. I'll just do TX2 RX2 and then I'll just tell it it's TX2. Because the screen is using TX1 RX1. We have a guide for this? You did? Oh, UART connection. Oh. Okay, so there we go. Oh. Yeah, that's exactly what I was hooking it up to. This is exactly what I'm hooking it up to. So we're good. That's the exact connector I'm hooking it up to. So we're good there. And then just follow that. Okay, so that's good to know. Alright, so yeah. What time are we at anyways? 4 o'clock. If you haven't entered for your chance to win some POLYMAKER filament, every stream we do give away a spool of POLYMAKER filament. So make sure you enter for your chance to win. Link below. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and if you do want to help support the channel, the content I create, and the things I do, consider becoming a channel member, a Patreon supporter, or if you're really cool, gifting memberships to others. Best way to support the channel. Also, don't forget that there won't be many streams over the next 2 weeks on the channel just because I'm going to be on a family vacation. I will be trying to do some streams on the go, just so you guys don't forget I exist. But on the Discord, there is a channel called Look What I Printed. And what you should do is post something there. Read the rules and post something. So that way, I can do a stream where we show off all the cool stuff you're working on. A community showcase stream. We do it every month. But this month is super critical because I'm not here. Okay. So, the middle is that. So I need to go. So if you plug in like that. So ground is going to be on the end because that's ground. So ground goes to ground. And then TX is the middle. So middle goes to the outside there. And then the outside goes to the inside. Okay. So that goes there. And that goes there. There we go. So now we have UART connected. There we go there. So how much you want to bet I'm going to have to flash this SD card? How much you want to bet I got to flash this SD card? Because right now everything is plugged in. So we can't finish the build because I forgot the stupid thing, but we can get Clipper installed. So we can get it clipperized. So let me just go through the manual to make sure. So we got all that plugged in. That's all plugged in there. Tub wiring, head wiring. That all looks good there. And then that. So let's go ahead and power it up right now. Everything's plugged in, so it should be able to power up and not electrocute itself. And this will be a good initial, hopefully we didn't F it up test. So hopefully we didn't F it up. Hate leads to suffering. There we go. That goes there. So it's off. We got it in this view, so this way if it sparks up and it blows up and I effed up, at least we get content out of it. Plug in the power. You've got the touch. You've got the power. Yeah. Red light, red light. I got 2 red lights and the screen's on. The screen's on. No printer attached. Oh, that's right. It's a TFT screen, so it's sweet. Okay. So I think we're good there. Turn that off. Unplug it. It's alive. Heaters haven't turned on, so that's good. Always double check that your heaters don't magically turn on while you start debugging stuff. So I got to plug this in the computer and we got to flash. We're going to go through the whole Kiao thing. Get it all set up nice and pretty because we don't need to install camera stuff and shit like that. So let me get over to my computer and plug it in, plug it in. you go in there. Then you go in there. Oop, I almost knocked over an entire box of filament. That would have been bad. Okay. Make sure it is seen. Really? Oh god, don't tell me this is a bad. I gotta go find my. Oh wait, let me try this SD card reader. I don't know what it is with this computer and like not wanting to read USBs. What is it with this computer and not wanting to read USBs? I swear, I'm cursed when it comes to USBs. Okay, you're plugged in there. Let's see, you go in there. I mean, it made the doo-doo noise. So we should be good there. Why aren't you showing up? Raspberry Pi imager. Pi 3, next. OS, other. OS Lite, 32-bit. Oh, there it is. Okay, now storage. Sure, Pi. I live in Canada. Let me make sure I don't dox myself. Pi, Raspberry. SSID, you don't need to know. Okay. I mean, they don't match. There we go. Enable SSH, use password. Yep. Next. Right. Erase and write. Cleaning disk, starting download. Writing. Now we wait. Tap and hold the screen and switch to Marlin mode. Well, it's off right now. So, sweet. So we'll go through this. We'll go through Kiao, so we only have to install what we need to install. We don't need camera shit or anything like that. There's no point. It actually looks pretty clean in there. I will say, it looks pretty clean in there. Obviously, we don't have the bed installed. The bed, like, kind of sits there. So we don't have the bed installed. But everything is wired up. We do have the buck converter. It kind of almost doesn't clear. It's kind of cocked a bit. So it's not the greatest mounting location for the buck converter. But the fact that it actually works, I'm okay with. I'm okay with that. I can live with that. The fact that it is stuck at 4% and it's saying limited by storage device speed doesn't inspire confidence. Shit. So don't trust rolling beds. Rolling, 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 yeah. I mean, it's not a rolling bed, it's a conveyor belt bed. Do I put heat sinks on the Pi? On this one, we probably should. I'll grab one from downstairs or something. Because there is no air movement in here, I don't think. There is no fan in here. Maybe at some point I'll throw a little fan in here, just so we have a little bit of air moving around, but... Error. Yeah, that okay, maybe that SD's card bad. Maybe I'll... Try a different SD card. Try a different SD card. I'm gonna have to just go buy. Okay. What? What's the point of having an entire pack of SD cards if they never frickin' work? Yeah, okay, that one doesn't work. I need to start throwing out USB SD cards. I'm just gonna start chucking SD cards at some point. So I bought a whole pack of them a while ago, and like half of them have just died. You're garbage. Don't trust you. Kingston. Let's try a Kingston brand one. Let's try a Kingston brand SD card. Like, the computer makes the denoy noise, so it's obviously detecting something. Oh, there we go. Okay. Seeing that. Next. Pi. The fact that it doesn't remember my shit, so I have to log it all in again. Right. Writing in progress. Do not connect. Starting download. And it's not moving. Son of a... Do I just have a whole... Let me go downstairs. Let me see if I can find more SD cards. I don't have any micro SD cards. That's the problem. I'm running low on... what do I got? What do I got? What do we got downstairs? What do we have down here? What can I steal down here? Okay, what do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Pi Zero, do you have an SD card? No. Do you have a micro SD card? No. Do you have a micro SD card? No. Here. No. What about with all the camera equipment? Do we have SD cards with the camera equipment? Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope. You are a full-size SD card, but you got a... No, 128. For you. Oh, no. No. How am I... Nope. 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 Son of a bitch. I don't want to steal this SD card because that one's being used for something. What about you? What about you? What do you got? What do you got? Do you got an SD card? No. It's a Pi 2. I could just use that. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. Is it going? Yeah, air it out. Shoot. Okay, so this is another dead SD card. Add this one to the pile of dead SD card. You're dead. What about you? You're another Kingston. Continue. What's really annoying is you have to like re-enter everything again. Starting download. Come on. I did get a little heatsink. Error, IO device storage. What is going on with my... this is so annoying. There we go. Like, am I just F with SD cards? Am I just cursed with SD cards failing all of a sudden? Like, why are all my SD cards failing? I don't really have any more micro SDs floating around, unfortunately. Is it the port? I don't think it's the port. Like, I'll try a different port. Do you have an SD card? No. Let me try a different port. I don't think it's the port, though. Could be the reader. Let me try a different SD card reader. Take you out. 'Cause you're broke. Try you. You're not even reading now. What is going on? Try that. Trying a different USB port with a different SD card reader. Needs to be formatted. Okay, so it's seeing it. So storage, seeing it. Right. It just gets, 1%, 2, 3, 4. Okay. It's going. Maybe it's the maybe it was the reader. Yep, card reader's dead, I think. It's one of those LDO ones, so that kind of sucks. So if all goes well, today we flash Clipper onto here, get it all set up. That'll be finished printing. So the next stream will be firmware shenanigans and first print, hopefully. I will try and sneak one stream in before I leave, but no guarantees. So it's a Kingston brand SD card. It's a Kingston brand SD card. It's a verifying, so yeah. Is that a golf cart shirt? Yeah, it's the E3D golf cart shirt. Also, 176. I'm sitting at 170. I'm 1 pound away from my goal weight before the trip. Or I'm currently down 21 pounds. And I'm hoping to hit 175 before the trip. So I'm just not going to eat dinner. We're having a Canadian staple tonight, craft dinner and hot dogs. You can go right back on your diet. Well, so the goal is I want to get into the 160s. I actually want to start getting in shape. So I've been doing a bunch of hiking and walking. Well, as much hiking as you can do in a subdivision, but like walking at a very brisk pace, if that makes sense. Okay, finish, sweet. Okay, let's plug this in. So the idea is I want to actually get in shape. Like, not like ripped. I have no desire to be like super athletic, but like 38. And I had my, I wouldn't say it was a health scare, but I had my first health, I should probably take better care of myself event a couple weeks ago. And I was like, you know what? I probably should be, because the problem is I used to be pretty active, right? I used to be active. I spent 6 years Army Reserves. At first I was in pretty good shape, and then by the end I wasn't in the best. But, you know, if you're infantry reserves, you do have to be somewhat in shape. And then after that, I worked in a mold shop where I was, you know, moving stuff around a lot, working with my hands, working with tools. I wasn't the healthiest cardio-wise, but I had some upper body strength. The past like 3-4 years, I've been working from home doing YouTube. And yeah, I work around the house and I have a child that I pick up and put down every now and then. But I mean, like, I haven't been anywhere near as active as I should been. And all it does is it takes one health scare for you to go, maybe I should do a little bit more. So the plan is spend the summer kind of just getting into like losing weight and building the stamina up a bit with like the fast walking and the diet and whatnot. And then redo the home gym, start doing a little bit of weightlifting. Yeah, the shoulder, and I had a little thing with my heart, which turned out was nothing, but it was just like one of those things. Power on. See, connect. Also, we have a heatsink now. I put the little heatsink in it. I don't think it's going to do much, but we do have a heatsink. So hopefully the Wi-Fi connects. So the idea is I don't want to do it yet because I freaking hate it, but I do want to get running. I hate running. I absolutely detest running, but I probably should start running at some point. And then do a little bit of like upper body stuff. I have a bike in the basement, like just like a pedal bike. I think it's like an echelon. I don't know. We bought it on Costco. It was on clearance sale a couple years ago. It needs a subscription service, and I refuse to pay it, so I might try and do that. So we'll see. We'll see. Trying to get him to go to bed. I'm losing badly. So far, it's costing me $15 mint. So card. Ooh. If a child doesn't want to go to bed, what you do is good luck. Biking way easier on the knees. So the problem with biking, I'm gonna do biking inside once the weather gets kind of crappy, like once it gets too cold for like the walks, and I'm hoping to start jogging in the fall. I don't want to. That's why I'm trying to build up my stamina to at least a basic point before that. Oh, light's flashing. Maybe we're on. But the idea is basically to use the exercise bike in the house. in the winter. But in terms of like, oh, biking around the neighborhood, the problem is I live in a bubble. Where I am is in a subdivision. If I want to leave the subdivision, it's 80-kilometer-an-hour roads with unpaved shoulders. So either I do the same 5-kilometer loop repeatedly non-stop on a bike, which is kind of boring because I walk that every day, or I do something different. Reset core 1, core 1, core 1, LDO. Okay. Come on, Wi-Fi. I can't remember if we gotta like let it boot up and then restart it. I can't remember what the trick is. Is there menu? Settings? Is there a way to tell us it's Clipper? Connection? I don't know what that is. Back. Feature? Machine? No printer attached. Oh. And it's frozen. Screen's frozen. Would you rebuy? Fantic. I do not see you on my internet. I may have to reboot this in a second. Okay, the green light's still flashing intermittently, like it's thinking, so. Forgot to go to the gym, that's 48 years in a row. Yeah, damn shucks. Like, I might, like, it depends. I'm trying to get the room downstairs that I use for storage for all, like, the printers and whatnot. I'm trying to clear that out so I can turn it into a little bit of a workout room, because we have the bike in there right now. I don't know if I want to get a home gym, like, just a cheap home gym, just so I can do a bunch of different stuff, or just buy a couple weights. I do kind of want to get a rowing. My mom has a rowing machine. I kind of want to see if she wants to get rid of it, so I could just take it. I think a rowing machine kind of, it does a whole, like an upper and a lower body. It's cardio and upper body workout, so. Desk treadmill for walking streams. Nah, those are boring. Okay, I'm gonna try rebooting this. Because I remember last time, we always have issues getting it to connect to the Wi-Fi. And like half the time it's just like a reboot fixes it, so. Rudder machines? What is a rudder machine? What is a rudder machine? Seated rowing machine. Rudder machine is, yeah, it's like a rowing machine. Come on, connect. Why does my Pies never want to connect to Wi-Fi? Why do they never want to connect to Wi-Fi? Seriously. They never want to connect to Wi-Fi, ever. I don't know if I'm cursed or what. They never want to connect to Wi-Fi. Cursed, I tell you, I'm cursed when it comes to these things. Cursed, I tell you, cursed. Well, we'll plug in Ethernet and then we'll set the Wi-Fi up through Ethernet, I guess. Connect. No LED? I never put LEDs in my tool heads. Oh! There it is. Well, it's showing up over... Is that Wi-Fi? I'm assuming this isn't Wi-Fi. NeoPixels are a headache. Yeah, like if it comes with pre-soldered ones, I may install them, but it's extra wires. It's usually a pain to wire them up correctly. They're so tight and small and easy to break. And like LEDs have, like, especially in a tool out of a 3D printer, they can cook, they can die. And then it's like, well, I got one dead LED. Do I want to fix it? No, F it, whatever. Okay, there we go. Okay, we got it over Ethernet. So there we go. CMD, SSH, pi at that. What? I have never had this pop up. Warning, remote host identification has changed. It is possible that someone is doing something nasty. What is this? Host key, that is, what is this? How do I delete it? Okay, please add the correct key and use the SSH known hosts. Or offending key, okay. So users, Uber, SSH, known hosts. Users, Uber, SSH. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that happening before. I do remember this happening before. There we go. We're in. What is it? Raspberry config? Sudo raspberry config. Interface options? Nope. System options. Wireless. Cancel. Oh, shoot. There was an error running S1 wireless. Oh shoot, why is it doing this again? There was an error running S1 wireless LAN. What is going on here? Ah, shoot, is there something I gotta... Network interface? No. Why is it doing this? This happens a lot, and I always forget how to fix it. I always forget how to fix this. Because it's like... Yeah, error running S1 wireless LAN. Shoot. Running S1 wireless LAN. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's this guy. Okay. Okay, sudo reboot. Should connect to Wi-Fi now. Should connect to Wi-Fi now. Yeah, that's that anonymity thing is we've done that before. Still showing up in here as Ethernet. Why are you still showing up in my network gateway list? What is going on here? Control F5. There we go. Okay, what the fuck? Connection timed out. Is it not working again? This is so annoying. An M2E. Okay. Activate connection and choose the Wi-Fi. Enter your Wi-Fi password when prompted. Okay. Activate a connection. There it is right there. It's not asking for a password. Why are you not asking for a password? Connecting. Deactivate. I just deactivated the Ethernet while I connected to it via Ethernet. It says it's activated. It says it's activated. But it's not showing up in my list of connected devices on my home network. What is going on here? I know wired Ethernet's good and great and all that, but I'm trying to get it to connect to Wi-Fi. Because it's showing up. I have my list of everything connected to my internet. It says it's connected and it's sending data, but it's not connected. And that's still the IP for the frickin'... What is going on here? SSH pi at... How are you still sending data through that? And it's not timed out. What? I know the Wi-Fi IP should be different. Like, oh, that just refreshed. No, it's... What is going on here? It's... What are you doing? What are you doing, computer? There is no other devices here. Pi.local. WLAN cable still connected. Like, look at this. Okay. I don't think this doxes anything. Let me just double check. Yeah, it should be okay. This is my Amplify router. You can see I'm not connected to it, yet somehow we're receiving. This number's changing. It's changing. It's changing, yet we're not connected via the Ethernet because the frickin' Ethernet cable's in my hand. So how are we still getting RX throughput? Well, I can't connect to it. When I try to connect to it, it just times out. So what is going on here? I am so confused. Because I plug this in. Okay. Now I can connect. Yeah, it connects right away. Okay, I run NM2E. Edit a connection. Okay, SSID. We change the password. Okay, how do I... Why won't you let me cancel? Delete. Delete. Okay, add a connection. Wi-Fi. Back. Activate a connection. Okay, connecting. It's connected. So it says connected. Back. Wi-Fi is enabled. Quit. It says it's connected over Wi-Fi, yet it is not showing up as a Wi-Fi connected device. According to thing here, I can't show you because this shows all the Wi-Fi addresses around me, including my neighbors who use their frickin' name as their Wi-Fi access point. But it says it's connected to it. It's active and it's connected. Yet, was it I have config E0 YLAN broadcast packets 1600 RX drop 0 overrun TX. I think it's working now. We got no drop packets. Like it broadcast running multicast. Is this the IP address? Or is it? Yeah. Try that new IP. Okay, 116. I'm just trying to figure out why it's not showing up in my list of normal things connected to the internet on my network. Okay, unplug you. Pi at yes. Raspberry. Okay, we're connected. 116 is it. 116 is it. We're in. That is so weird. That is so weird that it's not showing up in my list of things connected to my network. It just keeps showing the old Ethernet instead of updating to the Wi-Fi. That is so weird that it's doing that. Oh well, okay, we're in 116. Okay, Kiao. How to install Kiao. Let's install Kiao. That was fun. Sudo apt-get update. Copy that. It's always the Wi-Fi. It's always the damn Wi-Fi, isn't it? Always the Wi-Fi. Dang you, Wi-Fi. Thanks, Obama. Okay, and then clone that. And then install, run the Kiao script. Okay, so we install Clipper. So we're gonna get everything installed and then we'll end it there. And then next stream will be actually getting the printer set up and printing. So that'll be fun. Clone successful, installing the following packages, deploying dependencies, fun times. I'm not mistaken, you have 13 channels on 2.4 in Europe, you only have 10 in Canada. Sometimes you need to choose a region. It's ubiquity Wi-Fi stuff. It should be able to handle more than 10. Like I have like 30 things connected to Wi-Fi in my house. I've never had an issue. It just sometimes doesn't like displaying stuff. I'm printing 15 feet of 2020 profile. Why? 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 Zed. Varies by country. Oh, I mean, it's there to there, so it's not that far apart. So I don't know. It's always funky. We always have funkiness when playing with Wi-Fi. Waiting for it to install. So much fun. Ooh, mini. Mini. Oh, mini. My leg. Ah. My leg. My leg. US hardware for facility miss the version of city not happy with us. Oh, what mama don't know, don't hurt them, right? What mama don't know, don't hurt. By the way, you have 8 minutes left to enter for your chance to win some POLYMAKER filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance. We're going to be doing the draw in 8 minutes. And then after that, the stream will be over. Be over. It's all over. No. Waffling on 3D printing chuck. I have one, but not as robust as I like. Ooh, a chuck? Unless it's like a very niche one-time use thing, I would not be buying a chuck. Or I would be buying a chuck. You kind of want a metal chuck. Yeah, this is my first time doing a belt printer. I've been wanting to build a baby belt for years. It's just they finally have kits that are like, hey, they exist, and you can just get one. So I do need to figure out how to put a fan in here. I'm thinking just stick like a little fan in the back here, just blowing that way, just VHP it on. Like just grab a, I should have like a fan, a 40, just grab a little 4010, just VHP it like here, so it's just kind of getting some air movement in here. Yeah, one of those what is a Roy Orbison tattoo? What's a Roy Orbison tattoo? I mean, I have a tattoo, but who is that? Trying our R2 kits out? I don't know yet. You'd have to check like LDO or... My printer needs attention. That's good. The Crooked Crow. I have seen it. A little too not my line. It seems very cool, but I would have no use for it. It's a cool, like, there are things people make because they have fun making stuff. And I think that's one of those kind of printers. I mean, like, if a kit for it showed up, I'd build one. But I'm not going to go hunt one down, if that makes sense. Still unpacking. Like, the idea for this one is get it all built, and then we're going to wall mount it somewhere, and then do something dumb like print like the longest cable, like see if I can print a chain that can hold my weight or something like that. I'm trying to think of something. What is something dumb and fun you can do with a belt printer? I'm thinking try and print a chain that can hold my weight or something. Yeah, it's a Pi 3. Like, it's a baby belt. We're not going to have a camera on it. It's a baby belt. It's not a high-speed printer. It's got freaking 4 motors in it. A Pi 3 is a perfectly cromulent controller for this. I was going to use a Pi 3A, honestly, but I didn't feel like wasting a Pi 3A. I only have one of those left. So... And then, of course, I will put it on the back of the Unimog so we could drive around pooping maker coins around. Come on. Just doing its thing. Print the Elvish word for the One Ring. Ooh, yeah, but then like, won't that summon like a devil or the Balrog of Morgoth or something? Also, this showed up. Ibos, awesome folks, sent me their. I can't pronounce it because I got a speech impediment. And my stupid lisp won't let me pronounce it. PHs, PHS noises, I can't do. They sent me this. I have this. I don't know. I'm saving it for maybe one of the streams when I get back from the trip. Because I didn't expect it to show up before I left. But I needed a higher temp dryer. And Ibos is good folks, and they sent it over. So we have that to play with at some point. Polytheist. But it's polythemious. It's the planet from Avatar, isn't it? Polyphemus. Ship of Theseus. It's the ship of Theseus. The ship of Theseus. Yeah. Thigh. Polythymus. Good God, if I ever do a video on it, it's gonna be Polyphemus. Still unpacking. Okay, you got 2 minutes left to enter. 2 minutes. How hot does it get? Let me take a look. EBOS poly. How hot does that thing get? 80? Gets to 80. And it should hold the bigger spools too. So it should be able to take bigger spools, I think. Hopefully. Got rotating heating too. Or elaborate design. Ooh. So, yeah, I have the whole kit to build it, so. So, video this weekend is a bunch of like tools and accessories that I use that aren't like your usual, hey, it's Prime Day, I'm a YouTube content creator, let me make a video about, oh, you should buy this set of calipers with my affiliate link, and then brag about it on YouTube about how much money I made, and then claim that Twitch streamers with 80 subs are attacking me or something. I don't know. I don't like doing those videos, so I filmed a quick video of just like, this is all like the non-standard 3D printing stuff that after you buy the shit everyone else always tells you to buy, look at buying this stuff. So that's this video this weekend. I might put the Polyphemus dryer on, make a video of me putting that together just to make a video. And then, yeah, we'll see. And then I gotta film one more video. I need to have at least 3 videos ready to go. Well, yeah, I have the page up right here with all that stuff. Ooh. Okay, let's do this giveaway. Publish, close, save, link to sheets, create. I don't know why it's still unpacking. Oh, wait, no. Oh, son of a bitch. It finished a while ago. I just didn't scroll down. Ah. Okay, Moonraker. Create example Moonraker. I hate when I do that. It did finish. It just, I didn't have it selected, so. Like, why is it stuck on this one unpacking thing? Save. So, marbles. Continue, race, random, bots. Oh, I gotta add the bots. Clear, open. 182. Okay. How this works is if you win, you get a spool of filament from POLYMAKER, but if I pick your ball and your ball wins, you also get a free hat. Who is this right here? Hasio Prince. If you win, you get a free hat. Good luck. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, I don't know. This isn't that kind of thing, so. And I will let the, oh no, there's explosions. Go, Ken! You're in the lead. I will let it finish. I will finish up installing Clipper. Oh. Well, Ken, I believed in you for a second. Remember, if you're sub to the channel, it 20x's your luck. And, yeah. If you gift sub, it 50x's your luck. But luck is an intangible thing, so it's hard to compare metrics. Who's gonna blow up that one? Who's gonna blow up that one? Who's gonna blow up that one? Oh. No, nobody blew up that one. No! Human! Dangle! I'm like losing my voice. It is like really hot and dry, but cold on my back. So I'm like, my voice is getting a bit shot right now, which isn't good. Oh no, this is one of those maps where you have to like have some speed to cross the finish line. Oh, this is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. Let's see who's gonna make it. Who's gonna make it across the finish line? Who's actually gonna cross the finish line? You need some momentum. Oh, Zane! Zane, Mr. Insane! Ugh. Frickin' voice. Zane! Zane, Mr. Insane. I better not be coming down with something. My throat's all scratchy right now. Uh-oh. 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 So I will try and do either a stream tomorrow or Thursday with this. I do want to try and get this printing before we leave. I was hoping to get the MOG done in time, but I don't know, like get the MOG driving, but that, I don't think we're going to get it driving in time now. So what I'm probably going to do is either tomorrow or Thursday, there will be a bonus stream because I won't be able to stream Friday. And we will wrap this up hopefully. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So you don't miss out. And then again, the next 2 weeks stream schedule is going to be basically very hit and miss because I will be traveling. I will be bringing my laptop and a camera. So if I do film a video, I kind of want to film a couple videos, just walk and talk videos of stuff I've covered on stream before and just kind of make like talking head videos about it. We'll see, just so there's at least some stuff on the channel while I'm gone. But for the most part, don't expect normal streams until August after today. They'll either be bonus streams or just random streams. So I'll see you either tomorrow or Thursday. I don't know exactly what time. I will do an @everyone on the Discord, so make sure you join the Discord. Post something in the Look What I Printed channel. On the Discord, we have a channel called Look What I Printed. Share stuff you've been working on that are 3D printed related in here, because the last Friday of the month, we do a stream where we go through this and look at all the cool shit you guys have been working on. So I'm going to do that stream on the road. So the more stuff you guys share and post in that channel, the more stuff we have to share and post about. And the more interesting that stream will be. So I'm going to call it there. Shout out to LDO Motors. Again, they provided the baby belt kit that we use in this build series. If you want to know more about the baby belt or get a baby belt kit for yourself, check out the links in the video description below. While you're down there, don't forget to like the smash button, ring the bell, subscribe. Shout out to POLYMAKER for the spool of filament we gave away this stream. With the affiliate links, use code Canuck on some of them, like Gamer Sups, save some extra money. And for those that donate to the channel, give to memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. Would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create without your continued support. You make it all possible. I'm Taylor, Canuck Creator. Enjoy the rest of your week. Be safe out there. Wash your hands. and I will see you all in the future. Good night.